Hello, this is Chiak. We are back again with another set of Darkness Within. Dark Lineage. Better get some sleep tonight, so we're going to sleep. Then trying to find this book in a metallic box. What is happening here? Where am I? Could the cause of the shaking be rats? Flush it? What? Okay, totally did not mean to do that. Oh. There's a hole in the wall here.
Anybody there?
What do you want?
I am staying in this room. I didn't notice this hole before. Who are you?
I'm a prisoner, just like you.
Prisoner?
Exactly. You must not leave here. The doors were locked from outside. But really, that isn't a problem, since there is nothing but darkness out there.
Who locked the doors?
They locked them. They locked the doors a long time ago. But that is fine with me. I don't want to go out into that thick, blinding darkness. There is nothing but insanity out there. I can feel it, watching us. If you are sane, you will stay where you are.
Who is watching us? I don't understand. Why would someone want to lock the doors?
If you don't believe me, try to open the door.
I don't understand what's happening here. I have to get out.
If you really have to leave, use this. But don't forget, there is nothing out there but endless insanity.
Okay, haha. The upper part looks like a skeleton. Oh, yeah, you go glide right back before you start walking normally. Okay. So, let's close that. Yeah. Alright, it's locked. Yes, it is. It is, because we need to use this key. This place, it is too cold. What is this feeling? It's like something is trying to speak to me. I can hear it right in my head. It feels awfully familiar for some reason, but I can't recall why. I hear again. After all these years, I hear the sound of my childhood nightmares once more. All items in this game are used in this manner. Okay, thanks. What? Also, did everyone else hear the scary voice laugh? I can't open it, it's stuck. What's in here? Okay. So for sure, this one. There's a person. There is a person there, right? I'm gonna search her.
I am hither, tarrying for thee, Howard. Cometh ye to the tomb. Walk ye the old way, the way of thine lineage, as saw thine father, and his father did erst thou.
Is there someone? I'm sure I heard voices. Someone tried to open the door. Need to be careful.
Yeah, he was in that room, but he was talking to someone. Their conversation was muffled, but I'm sure he was speaking with an old man. We should try to get rid of him later. I've checked him out a bit, and I don't think he knows anything. Tonight, I'll get what they wanted from that tomb. After that, he can do nothing anyway.
What was that all about? They somehow know my name, but how? I didn't do anything to reveal my identity. I must be careful from now on. So I don't imagine we can stay here. Better not follow them. I noticed one of them has a knife and they were just talking about getting rid of me. I should wait for morning to begin my research? What? Really? Okay. Okay. Barely closed my eyes last night. Who are the people I saw in the first floor hall? How could they possibly know about me? I didn't even tell my name to anybody. This is going to be more dangerous than I expected. I should be extra careful. Sorry, I'm totally here just to see if I can find a hidden clue. Come on, no. Okay, probably nothing. Okay. So you said in the alley, correct? Well, this looks like an alley to me, so... No? Damn it. Okay. Oh, there's here. Oh, maybe this is it. Worm's Feast.
Hello?
Hello? How can I help you?
I am looking for a book called Recollections of the Past.
Yes, I have that book, but I got it for someone who ordered it a few weeks ago, so I'm afraid it has a buyer already.
Great, it's still here. I have to get it. Don't you think a few weeks is a bit long to not pick up an order? They may not come for it after all this time.
Sorry, young man, I can't give an order to another person. It's store policy.
I understand.
Okay. So... Hourglass. Map of Archimed. Camera. Very old phone. Okay, how's... The owner may get mad at me. So...
Hello?
Hello?
I am looking for a book.
Yes.
Okay,
Wait,
so it just
don't you think-
repeats the
So- I
conversation.
understand.
Okay. So... I just wanted to see. It would be ridiculous, but I need to test it out. Okay, so it's just about leaving Archimed. Oh, here are the signs. There's the inn. This is also leaving. Okay, so there's really nothing I can do.
Is it always this crowded?
Yes, I know. But it used to be crowded, especially in spring and summer. Nowadays, few people gather here to have a drink or chat with each other.
I see.
I've never seen you around here, sir. Are you traveling?
Yeah, you could say that. What can you tell me about this town?
There really isn't much to talk about. Ark Hammond is quite an old town. Residents still live like their ancestors did hundreds of years ago. Of course, it changed a bit after the War of Northbridge. The population grew and some apartments were built around the town center. But in the old part of town, there are some houses so old, even my great-grandfather didn't know when they were built. Unfortunately, a few months ago, it was announced that there is an epidemic in those parts. The police don't allow anyone to enter, so I'm afraid you won't be able to see it for yourself.
What kind of epidemic is it?
We don't know exactly. They won't tell anyone. But the whole thing smells fishy to me. I don't think there really even is an epidemic down there.
What can you tell me about Worm's Feast?
It's the old bookshop run by Henry Lawrence. You can find a few antique things besides the books in there too. Henry really doesn't like strangers though. In fact, he doesn't really even like to talk to us. He lives with his wife. On rare occasions, he'll come here alone to get a drink, and then go home quietly. I heard that he fought at the War of Northbridge, and that's the one thing he becomes very talkative about. By the way, sir, what are you looking for at Worm's Feast?
I shouldn't reveal my identity like that letter said. I'm a writer, gathering information about the War of Northbridge.
Really? Some other folks came here and asked about that war a few years ago. I didn't expect anyone else to ask about it ever again. If you need help, I can probably be of service. I grew up hearing all kinds of stories about the war.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Lying always has its drawbacks.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the townspeople?
I can tell you that we are very traditional. We really enjoy living like our ancestors did, and even still celebrate some ancient festivals. I remember my grandfather telling me stories about witches, and how some places in the oldest part of town should be avoided. Many people here still believe those kinds of stories, especially because of rumors spread during the war about certain places used as war shelters. But I must warn you, some folks are a bit extreme. They are very unenlightened and don't like speaking with strangers, so you should be careful around here.
Who is staying in the room next to mine?
No one is staying there at the moment. Nobody ever wants to stay there after the last guest killed himself.
Who was he?
An old man. One of the townspeople I don't know. But I heard he was a poet. I don't understand why he'd want to kill himself. Why do you ask?
I thought I heard some noises coming from that room.
It must be your imagination.
I guess so. Why did he kill himself?
Nobody knows. First he locked himself inside the room, then jumped out of the window.
How? I'm assuming that we're 2 stories up.
Thanks. I must go now.
I mean, I'm sure you could severely injure yourself, even get yourself killed, but 2 stories up is not as far. Okay. So now we know we can get him to talk to us about the War of Northbridge. Possibly. Hopefully that was what we needed to do. Howard's mind. Henry Lawrence. Okay. Just wanted to see.
Hello?
Hello? How can I help you?
I am looking for books about the War of the North Bridge.
You're interested in the war?
Yes, I'm a writer. I'm planning to write a book about the war and gathering as much information as I can.
Excellent. If I were younger, I would do the same. Writing about that war was my dream.
I can imagine. Since I hear that you fought in the war yourself, I'd very much like to hear about your personal experiences. It will be a great help to my book.
It would be a pleasure, young man. Come and see me when you're ready.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Also, I heard some rumors that were spread during the war about certain places used as shelters. Do you know anything about those?
Oh, yes. They could be quite horrible. I never saw one personally, but other soldiers found some really terrible things inside. Many were so bad, they were immediately burned down. We were never told about them in detail, but we all heard the rumors. Rumors about burial grounds inside abnormally large cellars of ancient houses. Stolen tombstones with strange writings on them. Viciously butchered animal carcasses. And about the screaming thing that caused 2 soldiers to go crazy.
Oh my, I never heard about all those.
They were covered up. As I said, most of them were burned down without anyone knowing about them. And people of this town don't like to speak about the past with strangers.
I see.
By the way, may I ask your name, young man?
Howard.
And mine is Henry. Pleased to meet you. In fact, I may be a bit biased, but I already like you, Howard. You seem like a nice guy. So, about that book you asked for earlier. You're right, I don't think the person who ordered it will come for it now. You can buy it instead. It was written here, you know, right at the time of the war, so it may come in handy for you.
That would be great.
It's in the cellar. Could you go and get it yourself? You should find it on one of the shelves. I have problems with my legs. A constant reminder of that same war, which got much worse recently. Normally my wife helps me out, but she isn't feeling too well right now.
No problem, Henry. I would be happy to get it.
All right. In the cellar, you said? Also, Howard, you just gave him your real name. I mean, Howard is not exactly an extravagantly unique name. Nonetheless, sir. Okay. Music box. Toy Jeep. Speakers. Interesting. Very old model typewriter. I like how he has more than just books here. Green Dragon is beautifully crafted. Old pistols. Looking for a box. Instrument case. Said it was on the shelf, didn't he? Oh. This must be the book I'm looking for. Didn't the letters also say... Should I go opening it up like that? It's,
I'd like to buy this map.
Of course you do. You'll need it.
Out of curiosity, do you know who ordered the book?
I don't know their names, but they seemed like suspicious and dangerous types. They came here a few months ago and bought a dilapidated place in the old part of town. I've also heard they sometimes dwell in the old building in the forest glade for some reason. Some people say they see lights in the windows of that old building. If you're thinking of going there, be careful. That building is one of the places the rumors tell about, and there are hungry wolves in the forest.
I will definitely keep that in mind. Can you tell me a bit more about that building in the forest glade?
I don't know much about it. Just stories I've heard. They say a witch cult of Eastern origin once lived there that was obsessed with mandrake plants. But I don't know who really lived there or who built it.
May I ask your wife's problem, Henry?
It is bad. I think she's completely lost her mind. For some time she's been dreaming and talking about an eclipse and the coming of darkness. She's not very religious normally, but now talks about nothing but the end of days.
I'm sorry, Henry.
Well, that seems familiar.
I'd like to buy this camera.
Sure.
Okay.
Thanks, Henry. I have to go now.
Okay. Is it night already? It is, it has. So... Okay. I'm not quite sure. Like, why is that one... I can't hear any sounds coming from the lock. There must be something I can use to listen to the sounds coming from the lock. Speakers. Functioning speakers, right? Ugh.
Thanks, Henry. I have to go now.
At least we can still go down there. Okay. Music box. The music box? Like... Let's look at the map of the town, though. Ark Hammond. I see Camphor Wood Inn is located here. Okay. Henry mentioned... Okay. And that's it. What was some money envelope? Envelope to read. Okay. I am I'm going to end the set here. Oh, interesting. Okay, maybe it is the music box. So next set, I'll buy the music box. Thank you for liking if you like. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. And thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys. See ya!